What's up, everybody? It's your boy Deez, aka Deez is live, and you guys know me for being the host of the Sakura podcast with my brother No Good Suna, and like that type of formatting, that type of podcast and everything. But I want to do something a little bit more condensed and a little bit more focused because on the Sakura podcast, it's like an hour, sometimes even an hour and a half. We have guests and we talk about different things in the realm of anime and or gaming. But I also wanted to continue this and kind of branch off into like anime reviews or do something different, but I don't have that much time, so I present to you Sakura shorts. And as of this moment on, the beautiful Ebony and Ivory, and you can just call her Ebbies or whatever you want, but know that she's mine. She will be taking over. This is her Sakura shorts will be her thing, and it'll be a branch off the Sakura podcast. So, Ebony.
Hello, I'm Ebony, and I'll be the host of Sakura Shorts. It's as the title, shorts, so it'll be like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, talking about mostly new animes that I'm watching, or Deez and I are watching, reviewing, the first episodes or the last episodes of the animes, so it'll be like maybe twice a month, maybe once a month, or if there's like something special going on with the manga that I'm currently reading, something's been announced, I'll hop on and do the shorts. But yeah, that's basically what's gonna happen in this in these episodes so far. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. It'll be a way for for me to talk about anime. Not a lot of people in my stream anyways like watch anime, so I thought this would be cool.
I understand how that feels. Like, I love anime. I can't talk about it with everybody. Everybody that comes to streams want to see me ninja the fuse or just get people mad. No, none of them really watch anime. This is an extra outlet, and getting away from that Suna guy is that's a bonus.
Oh my god.
Nah, I love you, Sue. What are we talking about today?
So we just concluded Dr. Stone, Jujutsu Kaisen, and the most amazing
anime of the year. You talking about?
The Promised Neverland. Okay.
You said I'm sorry. You said The Promised Neverland, and my heart is still hurting. But let's talk about that first. Yeah, because that's I'm pretty sure everybody wants to know about that. How do you feel about it? Because you read the manga.
I did.
I'm strictly anime only, and I can tell you as an anime only, I am I wasn't in front, my bad. As an anime only, I am disappointed. The story was all over the place, and how should I say this? There was a lot of things that was like left like you didn't explain any of this, like the whole Isabella turning around and like saving the kid. There was no character development. The only character development was like the first season, and it portrayed her as a bad guy, and then in the second season, it's I'm gonna get those kids. Like nothing like showing the pain, or like I'm pretty sure in the manga they better expressed Isabella, because I heard a lot of people who read the manga say they love Isabella's character. They didn't do nothing to benefit her character in this one. And on top of that, when the second to last episode, when they were like, yo, the gate, how convenient, is at Grace Field, they said, oh, there's a room there with the cure. They never went to get the cure. they never explained that. And then Phil was like, all right, the second to last episode, the reunion with Phil was more impactful than the reunion with Norman.
Yes.
Pissed me off. And they just go out and have normal lives.
Right.
And then Phil's like, I'm gonna promise I'm gonna come back and see you. And he's just walking, forgetting about his friends. He goes, oh, that's Emma! What's up? Like, it's just weird. And there's one thing I gotta ask you, because I've heard that at the end of the last episode, the still shots,
Yeah.
those were just like arcs. They were like
Yes, those
still
were
frames
arcs.
of like different arcs that they
Yes.
never went
Yes.
into.
They skipped up, I believe, 100 chapters. From So yeah, there was a lot missing. So going into it, so I had already known that the author was anime after a certain point. So the beginning, it was good. You know, they did skip a couple things, which you know, because it was Ray's birthday, so they didn't go into that a little bit, which, you know, they did. They did skip so instead of the monster chase, so you know how they did the trap that the monster was gonna fall in there. So in the manga, you know, Ray goes in with him and he discovers like this whole different world also under there. But and that's little things, whatever, we can take that off, fine, right? It comes after, I believe, what episode was it? 3, when they get to the bunker.
I'm still mad at the fact that they had a recap episode.
Yeah, let's not talk about that dumb recap, which you didn't even. So yeah, they get to the bunker. Now, for me as a manga reader, that was, you know, freaking hype, because you see the bunker, you meet a certain character called, well, his name is Mr., which he I believe like 10 years before the start of the Promised Neverland, with them had escaped from their you know, house or whatever, and with the pen also, they went there with the whole family, and then they discovered Goldie Pond, which they went in there, but they didn't know that that was a place where poachers, demon poachers, you know, take kids from other farms, and you know, for the hunt, the thrill. And yeah, so they go through that, and his whole family gets annihilated by Lewis. And yeah, he just like closes off. He meets the Gracefield kids, and yeah, because of him, you know, also they learn, you know, things and how everything works, and they hunt, they and all that stuff, how to fight off, and yeah, so they skipped that, and everybody was upset, which of course that's where Emma gets her character development, Ray. And yeah, so that's where I knew, I was like, fuck, they're already fucking up, because if they don't have that, they don't have the Goldie Pond arc, which I mean, I guess you would say it's a filler arc. It doesn't really have anything.
But I heard it was a good arc.
It was a great arc. It was, because then so they, you know, they get there, Emma and Ray go, they fight off Lewis, which was an amazing fight, because, you know, he's a freaking demon, and strong and shit, and he gets the thrill again, you know, for hunting, and Emma gives him that. And then yeah, so then we find out that, you know, the entrance to the human world is gone, and they have to start all over.
My thing, all right, so you mentioned the hunting and the poaching. That's another thing that they neglected to explain, and because I believe after they left, what is that, the girl and the guy, Sanji and Musha. Sanji was like, oh yeah, I can't wait till y'all guys are free so I could be able to hunt again. And then at the end, he's just, yeah, go to the human world. We don't need to fight y'all. We don't need to eat y'all. Like, he knew who the girl was. He knew that he didn't human blood. Like, he didn't need it. He just wanted the thrill. But at the end, he's like, no character, no story. You also mentioned about like the author. So also another thing that I picked up on the interwebs, is that the people behind the anime use the author's name as like kind of like a scapegoat. Sound like what they did with another anime that got a lot of bad reviews for going anime.
Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul. They said, oh, the mangaka is right behind us helping us out, and they might have used a couple of his ideas, but they totally.
But so see with Tokyo Ghoul though, so the first season was done. They skipped a lot, but it was still an enjoyable anime. So then the disaster with Tokyo Ghoul Re, which has nothing to do with the manga. They just did their own thing. They spin it around and they went against the author. The author was like, no, season 2, this is how I want it. And then the studio or whoever was behind the studio was like, nah, we don't care what you want.
Yeah.
We're doing what we want. Right? So they fucked him over. And yeah, so that was what happened with season 2. Now season 3, they did how it was supposed to be, right? But they still fucked it over. So it was intentional.
Yeah.
So now with this, it was saying that it was all the author, that's what they wanted, or whatever. That they but I feel like whoever is behind the studio was like, you only have 11 episodes, and you have to finish the anime.
Another thing I heard is that the reason behind it was like manga ended, so they were like, we can't. How are we gonna it was still a great anime. Like season 1 was amazing. Like even though I'm pretty sure you were still making money, if it's so maybe they were like, oh man, we can't make money because manga's over. So like, what can we do? And they just wanted to ruin it. It got so bad that if you look at the end of episode 10 and 11, no writers wanted to be credited. No. They were like, nah.
Not only that, they did still shots for like. Well, for episode 11, it was like 60%. The ending, it was just like, oh, here it is. You go to the human world. And then just still shots of their journey, of what they did. And then they just ended it.
Because I saw a huge freaking dragon. I want to know what happened. What was the dragon and the girl doing?
They didn't explain the promise. How everything was done. They just said, oh, we made it home, guys.
People who read the manga didn't like the last 100 chapters. Like,
yeah,
I mean, they could have changed,
but it's better than what.
Yeah, better than what we were given.
All right, well, that was that was the Promised Neverland. Let's get to the good stuff.
Yeah. We want to start off with great animes.
Yes, let's start off with Dr. Stone, right?
I loved it. It was a short one. I don't mind it because so with season 2, my thing was I was like, they're not gonna start the war to like episode 12. I thought it was a 26 episode thing, so I was like, we're gonna get all this build up and da, but it went war. We here, and the setups were like, it made sense. Like, okay, we're gonna do this episode. We're building this steam gorilla, and then it was a good anime. It was good, and I'm excited for the Dr. Stone One Piece arc.
Well, the One Piece arc basically Senku is gonna become the king of the pirates faster than Luffy will.
But there's no competition, mate. Maybe there's other people that were revived around the world.
Maybe. I mean, he can't be the smart one, right?
No, yeah, and I'm pretty sure somebody got lucky and fell on the bat doodoo and everything.
Yeah. And
they're alive and they figured out something like, hey, I woke up on the head, let's put somebody else in the head, and they slowly built the what are your thoughts on who's your favorite character for season? And has it changed?
Of Dr. Stone.
Yeah.
Yes. So the first season, I haven't read the manga. First season, I think Senku is my favorite. And also Kinro, right? For season 2, that guy with the arrows.
Oh yeah, dope.
He's dope. Tsukasa now.
That's
this season, I thought he was that last episode.
It showed the difference, and I appreciate that. And he wasn't just mindlessly destroying his statue. Like, he knew the location, and he carried that burden. It showed that like
Yeah,
even
some humanity.
he knew it was murder and he knew it was wrong, but he still was like, I'm gonna bear that weight because of his idea for the future and how he wanted to bear the burden so the future could be bright. And I see that if you eliminate the greedy, the old people, because first of all, you need food, so you have to make sacrifice. And second of all, he doesn't want to rebuild that cycle that happened in the past with the government where we live in today.
Corruption.
So I see where he was going, and it was a burden that I like. My favorite character change when it was Dr. Stone, then Kun. And then I became more and more of a Gen fan, whatever it is. How do you say? I love him, dude. He's dope. Him and that cop guy. The cop guy's funny. I hope they showcase more of him. Pretty sure he was on the tip, right?
Yeah, he was. He was funny. I like him too.
The part that choked me up was when Casa was frozen, and his sister was like, "But you watched over me all those years. Now it's my turn." I was like, that part hit because it showed his humanity when he was taking care of his sister, coming back, and then her waking up and seeing his face is like Nissan, and now he's kind of in the same way where he needs to be frozen dead in order to be healed in the future.
And I liked how Senku kept promise. He's like, I'm not letting you die, but let's freeze you up before you fucking die. I'm hyped to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Just finished it.
Like it just kept getting better. Like when you're like at the mountain and you're like going up and up, it's just you're like.
It was the animation is like sometimes like some anime they'll some episodes they'll sacrifice money or like they'll sacrifice some animation to save money for the bigger, better episodes. But it felt like every episode I was watching was like a freaking movie. Was like a 20-minute movie. It felt that good. It felt like something you watch like on the big screen. And oh my god, it was great. Jujutsu Kaisen was freaking dope. Oh my god.
All of their fights, no matter how small, how big, how long, whatever, it was all just freaking amazing. The anime was dope. Yeah. I was like at the edge of my seat. Waiting for the next. Even the baseball episode was dope.
Bro, coming from someone who loves Naruto, I appreciate a great female that's part of the team that's strong and is useful. This is what Sakura should have been. Like, she is amazing, dude. Like, especially that last fight in the last episode where Yuji was running and
fighting the brothers, the three with the blood manipulation.
Dude, and then the faces in this anime is dope because it goes like brother don't die, like one of the bad guys, and then the brother came behind Nabu and was like, and she looked like she was about to get hit, and she goes hairpin, boom, kills him, and then the guy yells out brother, and she goes like it's a close up on her face and it looks twisted, and she goes, don't worry, I'll send your big brother to where you're going to soon.
Yo, even in the freaking villains, like I felt bad because that guy was like, no, I have to do something for my brother. He's gonna get killed if I don't. Do I release it? Do I don't? Like the inner turmoil that even the.
Well, I think they explained that
he's a human.
They mix. I think they were born from human and cursed. That's what they were trying to explain. And at the end, when the school was like, "Oh, they're just regular cursed spirits," I think they were just trying to cover it up.
For you, been traumatized by like what happened earlier on.
Yeah, so I like how they made it. Brought a little humanity to the cursed users or whatever they are, because I think they were like
cursed users. Well. They were humans or something.
Like, that's why they explained the little backstory.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was dope. How they showed it.
Let me ask you a question. Actually, no. Yeah, let me ask you a question. Boom. What is your favorite Gojo Sensei scene? There was a lot of them. like the phone call. With his back and forth with Nanami in the last episode. Like even though he wasn't in it, they when Megami was like, "Yo, hold it, but don't eat the finger. We don't know how much you could take, like how much before Sakuna takes over." And he's like, "Wait, so would you've been winging it this whole time?" It's like you just not realizing that, like he doesn't care about anything.
It wasn't really in the episode, but it was when Yuji comes in, like, "Oh my god, Fushigura's getting hitted on," or whatever, and then Gojo comes at the end. So I forgot what he says, but that part was
I thought you were gonna say something different. I thought it was gonna be when the old man and the other guy was sitting down and they were looking at some bug, some ant, and Gojo just comes, like they were all peaceful and everything. He steps on it going,
no, the reason, yes, I did love, but the reason why I laughed was because he has his power on all the time, so he's basically telling them, "I can crush you at any time. I just choose not to." Because as you saw after he steps away, the ant is fine. Like whenever he's just like making fun of them, like taunting them, you know. That part was freaking hilarious. I love that. I love Gojo.
Someone said this anime is pretty much, the plot of the anime is pretty much stay alive until Gojo gets there.
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't wait for the movie.
Wait, oh yeah. Yeah.
Adapting chapter 0 of the manga, so that guy that they were all like talking about, like, oh, he's like super powerful. It's gonna be about him. So it's gonna be dope. Yeah.
I know. I heard a lot of people talking about him, which makes me want to read the manga. But yeah, I'll probably be doing Fruits Baskets. And once all these other animes, I know Eden Zero's coming out. There's this new mecha. There's this new mecha anime. Now look.
No, I was talking about the mega. I was huffing at the Eden Zero thing because of Netflix.
Yeah, I have to watch it on. Now here's the thing, right? Eden Zero, by the creator of Fairy Tail.
Oh, the friendship is power.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm free. I'm open-minded. I will give. You know, even though I hate Fairy Tail, I didn't get into it at Power of Friendship. Nobody goes through character development. It's all fan service. That's why I didn't enjoy it. But I'm willing to give this a shot. See how maybe I'll enjoy it. I mean, I'm older now. Maybe what I didn't enjoy as a teenager, I'll enjoy now. So all our links and everything will be in the show notes below. But yeah, until the next episode, peace.